What's up, everybody? Joseph Truesdale with Texas Game Hunters TV here, and I want to take a second and talk to you about Tactacam. Now, for season 3 and beyond, we were using our regular camera, action cameras, and it was making self-filming, because we do a lot of self-filming on our hunts, very difficult, and actually taking some of the fun away from hunting. And it's like, why do we want to continue filming when we're losing the fun of the hunt? So we actually looked into Tactacam, and for season 4, we switched to using Tactacams for the majority of our filming. We're running the 5.0 and the 5.0 wide angle, and we're running multiple cameras. I'm talking about like 4 or 5 cameras. Now, if you're running like 4 or 5 GoPros, that would be such a challenge, because you gotta hit record on each GoPro or each action camera if you're using those off-brand action cameras, and the video quality and the sound quality just isn't where we wanted it to be. With the Tactacams, I'll link 5 Tactacams up to one remote, and boom, I will start recording, turn on and start recording with the press of one button on the remote. You can see these are already recording right here, both of them, with just the press of a remote. And then I can turn them off, I can stop recording, turn them off. You can do everything you need right here from this remote. And it makes video editing so easy because they all start pretty much at the same time, so the audio is very, very close together, very easy to sync all the audio for the editing. Now the 5.0 wide, I love the wide angle because, for example, here is our turkey gun that we used on turkey hunts the last couple days. And we'll take a 5.0 pointed forward. You can do up to 8x zoom, but for turkey hunting you don't need that much. But we keep this one on 4K because you can go on HD, 4K, 15 frames per second, 30 frames per second, 60, 120 frames per second for high speed, slow motion type stuff. We usually run on 4K, 60 frames, 30, 60 frames in that rate, because on the 4K, when you zoom in, you digitally zoom up to the 8x, and then you play it back in HD, which is what we edited to, you lose almost no clarity. So you have all the clarity that you need and up to 8x zoom just by on the front of your gun. Then we'll take the wide angle and point it right back at us. So when we're hunting, we have the wide angle pointed right back at us, so we get that point of view reaction of the shooter, and then we're capturing the hunt going forward. And then I'll run one on the blind, pointed out. I'll run one on the blind, another wide angle, getting the whole view of it. It's just phenomenal in what you can do, and you all control it with the remote. Boom, they all start recording. You're good to go. It brings the fun of the hunt back into it. You don't have to focus on filming. You can focus on the hunt itself, especially when I'm taking my son hunting. It's a training tool. What do I mean by training tool? You can connect this with, you turn on the Wi-Fi, you press and hold this button, it turns on the Wi-Fi. Right there, the blue light means the Wi-Fi is on. You connect it to the app on your phone. I can now view live through the camera on my phone and record at the same time in real time. So I put on the FTS. What's the FTS? The film through scope adapter right here. I put that on the scope, and now I'm guiding my son on his first deer hunt on shot placement. When, okay, it's to shoot. No, it's not okay to shoot. Take your time. I can see if he's shaky. I can see, you know, it's a great training tool. And my son this year was able to kill his first deer, an 11-point, spoiled, but he was able to make his first, a great shot on his first deer, dropped it dead in his tracks, all because I was helping him and guiding him on when to shoot, shot placement, everything, all in real time. So the FTS, for your bow, you have a bow adapter that you can slide that right in, tighten it down, and this goes right into the stabilizer of your bow, so you have hands-free recording on your bow. And then you can do another mount for multiple options, multiple views. Once again, you press the record button, it turns it on and starts to record them with the press of one button. Now, battery life. How long do I have a battery life? They have about a 2.5-hour battery life on the 5.0, depending on what features you have going. But that's runtime, so you just turn it back off when you're not using it, and it all with the remote, or it will shut off automatically after a certain amount of time not in use to save battery power. But I just get extra batteries, and I have the dual charger. You can you can charge them while they're in the Tactacams themselves. It's so easy to do this with. So the 5.0 and the 5.0 wide are some of my two favorite cameras that we've been using this year. And I would say the majority of our hunts are gonna be with the Tactacams. So season 4, Tactacam, share your hunt like we're gonna be sharing ours for season 4.